Hey, what's going on, guys? Geeks and the Free, and today we're doing another podcast. I think this is the fourth. Is it the fourth? Yeah, it's the fourth, I'm pretty sure. Today we'll be talking about actors in general, like them being underrated, overrated, like which ones are our favourite, which ones are not our favourite, etc., stuff like that. And I think after the third one, Kyle kind of brought it up, and that's kind of where the idea came from. Like, it was kind of after the third podcast off camera, I'm pretty sure. But I think we kind of dug into it maybe a little bit in the thing.
Yeah, I also brought up. Yeah, I brought up a lot of ideas. So that's some of the. Not. I bring up quite a few.
We brought up a lot. Well, you brought up a lot anyway. Yeah, if we want to talk about, you can start because you brought the idea up mainly. So go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, the first because I love Nick Cage. He's right good in his old stuff. But now he does everything. Like just all of his films are now shit, and he's suffering from an actor. He's suffering as an actor because of it. I watched Ghost Rider. It's not the greatest. He's had 10 times better films than Ghost Rider. I know Ghost Rider is your favorite Marvel hero, but I feel thought about what he was going to be in. If he actually took time. But I think I did a bit of research before this that he went in a lot of debt or something, and that's why he does it, because he wants to make money to pay off his debts. But I just feel like he could do a lot than most of his.
So almost in a way, it's kind of forced for him to make decisions. Is kind of forcing himself to make be in movies he doesn't want to be in, or something.
I think that's the reason, because there's some films that I watch of his, and I'm like, there isn't in his right mind would make a film like this. It's such a low budget movie. I can't think of any examples, but he was in something like that. He's been in loads of films, and I'm like, it's clearly not one. It might have, but I think that there is something else to it. It's not like he wants to do it; it's more like he has to do it. That's the issue I have with this.
I feel like because of and yes, it is a big kind of thing to get money, but because there's a lot of you get he's kind of got a massive audience because he's kind of big. He's big. He's going to have a massive audience, and that audience will notice that he's kind of forcing himself onto movies he doesn't want to do, and I feel like maybe fans of his will notice that and want him to step back and do something else to get him out of debt, because really he probably will be entertaining some people, but he won't be entertaining the great deal he should be doing.
My dad, for example, Nick Cage was his favourite actor growing up. That was so good, and you can tell he had some sort of a passion for it back when he was in his prime. And now lost something. I don't know what he's lost, but he's just in everything. Every film he was in. For example, he was in that new Spider-Man film, which is a good film to be in. He was in low budget horror films. I'm just watch it, and I'm like, this isn't someone trying to be Nick Cage, but not Nick Cage, and I want the old Nick Cage back.
The thing is, when you're picking a movie to be in, you can't pick a movie just like that. Oh, I've got an opportunity to be in a movie, let's be in it. You shouldn't pick a low budget one to get off debt, especially that's low budget, because that means if it's low budget, then how much money will you get as an actor, and how much will you be able to pay to get that debt gone? So realistically, if he gets a movie opportunity, it needs to be one with a big budget, that's got a big ideas, a good script, good people behind it, like producers, directors, and all that.
Like, National Treasure came out in like 2000, and that's really good. He was in Kick-Ass 1, really good film. But I feel even now, really good. He could if he took time out of his day to actually read the script. I'm sure he does. But if he took, going to affect my career, because I can't remember the last time Nick Cage won an award for film. I think he was in Sixth Sense. Great film. No, that's Bruce Willis. Oh fuck! I fucked that up, didn't I?
Nah, he's.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, like. You know what I mean, like Bruce Willis as well. Great actor. You can't argue the fact that Bruce Willis been solid in most of the films that he's been in. Nick, everything, like he's like The Rock now. He's like, oh, what film do you want to watch? Ah, what's The Rock been in? Where do I list off? Like, I don't know, like you've got your films that you're not as passionate. I know you, for example, weren't as passionate as Christmas Carol when we was in that. I was passionate. You know what I mean? Like, you need to be passionate for the film to be in it and be invested in it.
To be honest,
that's my personal opinion.
To be honest, the reason why, I know you wasn't in Greece, but this is like kind of an example, because I'm comparing it to Christmas Carol when we did Christmas Carol. We did Greece and everyone was so hyped about it. Legit, if you ask everyone on the cast, they would all say they were hyped about it. The rehearsals were shit, I admit. The rehearsals were shit, but the actual performance was hyped and everyone wanted to do it again, and we was actually close to doing it again. We was going to do it for the St. Hughes School. But for Christmas, if you compare it to Christmas Carol, what made it kind of dead and feel dead? And ultimately, if you feel dead, you're gonna kind of act shit. And if you are not very into the script, into the storyline and crap, or it's just overdone, like Christmas Carol's overdone, we know the story, make it different, which is why I suggested to Mario to make it like a piss take of Christmas Carol, because it's just boring just to sit through, rehearse, learn the lines. It's just dead to be in, it's dead to watch. And I think ultimately Nick Cage is he's not into the stuff he's doing, and that's ultimately failing him in his acting abilities.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I think Cage has done, but I have tremendous respect for Nick. But it's like I'm trying to think of a lot of debt, and he's in everything. He's gonna lose passion as an actor. Like, I think he's doing stuff like Scorpion King. Some people may like. I know there's a lot of fans of Scorpion King, but personally, I like watching Nick Cage back 90s, early 2000s. Now I've seen Nick Cage in a film, and I'm like, oh god, Nick Cage is in it. No, I'm alright. I'd rather watch something else. And with that, I've got a passion for, as I say, Nick Cage is one of my favourite actors of all time, and I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, do what he's passionate for. And I get acting is his passion, but do stuff that you want to do and not because you have That's I may be wrong, but I think that's I think I'm right.
I think you're right. I think you're right too. And this may be kind of a crappy example to compare Nick to this person I'm gonna say. You know her. I'm pretty sure you know her because she's been in the movie that we've talked about in a podcast. That's a hint. So before this person went in Justice League, Gal was in trouble.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah, she was actually kind of in trouble with her acting. She could not get any work at all, and when she did, it was kind of like little crappy movies. I'm not gonna lie, I liked one other movie she was in, but when she got movie jobs, she did take them, and she did good in them. It's just like the storyline and that made her not big, but then she took Justice League and. She took Wonder Woman, the role of Wonder Woman, and that's what made her big, and that's what saved her, and that's what gave her the money she did. The money. I'm not gonna lie. If and I'm saying if the MCU did another Ghost Rider, like a proper MCU Studios Ghost Rider, and had Nicolas Cage, I'm sorry, but that'd bang. Because everyone...
Yeah, right, but he...
Now go on.
He's had movies, so he was going to be Iron Man before he cancelled it. He was going to be Superman before all well and good, and then he got in debt. And he got in, and I googled it, $6.3 million in debt he owed to the IRS.
Fuck me.
And he's doing all this, and so he gets the money back, and he's worth like 2.5 million. But like, he's got debts. I think he had, like, if he had to sell his house and everything, he's got family to look out for. It's one of them, like, it's people lose respect for him. And I think that's why he lost the job for Iron Man and Superman, is because he got into this debt, and he's like, I don't want to be this man, and he had to quit. That's Hollywood, isn't it? Like, you have, like, if you think that they don't, probably have a troubled past. Everyone's got their demons, and like.
Sometimes I think Nick. I nearly said Nick. Nick is having a lot of stress with him being in debt, and overly that is troubling him a lot with roles. Like, he sees it and he's just like, oh fuck, I can get a bit of money, maybe it will be something good or something. But realistically, like I said, he needs to look, he needs to research, he needs to go dive deep into it, he needs to, make sure it's right in general for him to get out of debt. Because like you said, it's millions of dollars. A simple movie or like fucking...
he bought... Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. $105 million, but all of his money on gambling. And like everyone got everyone does, like, there's a lot of actors that do. And like that's the problem. Like, he needs to focus on who he wants to be in this right for his career, because I know it's like everyone's thought, but like if he wants to win like Oscars and Emmys, which he has done in the past, but he wants to get more of them for him to like slow it down and become something better.
And I think that's a lot of there's a lot of problem with famous actors these days, and really they have the pressure of an audience, and obviously the audience is going to give you a massive amount of pressure with shit. And I know, like, if you're, fucking 6-year-old people fucking got all of us scared. Like, imagine what fucking someone like Nick would fucking have to face. He's got that, plus the stress of the debt that he's in as well.
And that's what I don't like. Like, it's like you don't want to. It's like seeing like you're in like having this problem, having these demons with him, and like not able any sort of way. And that's how I feel. Like I want to help. I want to help Nicolas Cage. I want to be like I want to be there and just give him a hug and just like it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Have a cup of tea, a bit of pint, and then tell me about your problems. But that's clearly not the case. Like he's clearly maybe he's like as I say, what he's doing now. Maybe he's absolutely happy and good for him if he's happy, but he's suffering as an actor because of it. And
well, I know. As you said, like in my opinion, the main thing I'd want from an actor is for them to be happy, because if you're forcing yourself to do a movie, and if he is, it really is going to fuck up his mental health as well, which ain't good. Which ain't good at all.
That's the thing. Like, yeah, I'm always curious if he did do where would he be now? What like financial, probably maybe even worse than we even imagined, or maybe it would have saved him, because a lot of as you say, Gadot, Chris Evans, who's Captain America, gonna Google that after stream because we forgot last podcast. Yeah, Chris Evans plays Captain America. I remember like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, "Boy, it's Chris Evans, isn't it? You bastard!" But that's what I was saying. Like, I've now have come across the demons, and it's a problem. And I hope. If he's not, I really hope he gets help that he needs.
Right, so this is not about Nick. It's actually about the guy from Stranger Things. So, you know that whole thing where he got caught doing drugs and that. I think that if he goes the right route, he will save himself, because obviously he will most likely have a lot of hate around him. And some people might not think anything of it, but taking the role he is in the New Mutants, that's it. If maybe the role he's taking in the New Mutants will actually save him, and it's the same thing with Nick. If you take a good role you want to do, Nick will save himself, and also the guy from Stranger Things. You can look that up right now, because I have fucking no idea what his name is. I might actually look myself. I have no fucking clue of what his name is.
Yeah, you see, the person, like, you see, with Heaton...
Is that his name?
He's in his 20s, and... Yeah, Charlie Heaton.
Alright, I'm just about to look it up.
Yeah, with our Charlie, right? This is why I do my research. I'm unprofessional. I'm joking. But with Jonathan, he Charlie things with Charlie. Fuck you too, mate. I'm joking. But yeah, with Charlie Heaton, like, and he's like, let him have fun. Why are we all having a bit of a pity pants with him, getting caught with a bit of weed? I can't remember. It was one of them. Whatever drug he took. Why we got MG? Loads of actors do it. It's not a big. It's a big idea, but like Eminem did it. He went to rehab all the time. MGK did it, went to rehab, but obviously failed. But like that's what I'm saying. Like there's so many ways you could be better in yourself that he needs to learn. But I feel like if he did do it, it'll be I think it'll be okay and it wouldn't damage his career at all because it's just a bit of drugs. You know what I mean? I'm not saying drugs. I'm not promoting drugs. I'm just saying that it's not a good thing that he's taking them, but like he's a kid.
To be honest, Charlie, in whatever he's in, he does look high in whatever he's in. Like if you watch in Stranger Things, look at his eyes, look at the way he speaks. He does look high a little bit. Like it is kind of obvious that he's doing drugs. It's just the fact that people didn't have the evidence of him doing it, and because now that they had the evidence, they have a reason to fucking give him a bollocking, and because that's gonna only put him down as a person.
But I get that it's not really putting anyone's life in danger. You're putting himself and probably his girlfriend, Nancy, that I can't remember her real name.
They're dating in real life?
Like, you know, like, Mike's brother. Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that.
Dating in real life.
She's in fucking Dead by Daylight. She's kind of...
Oh, this is old news.
I didn't know.
It's been out for 3 years.
It's like...
Nah, I don't see it.
It's like, oh... You know, have you seen Riverdale?
No.
Oh, there's two actors. There's two people from there. The actress of Betty, and the actor of Jughead. They're both dating in real life.
But that's the point. Like, I'm sure he's getting her upset, you know, like with all the drug taking. But like, I just don't see what the massive idea on at him about this, and just so like he's not putting anyone's life in danger. Obviously, that if it was putting people, then I would have a problem with all over here, mate. But like think of Jeff Hardy, for example. If there's any wrestling fans out there, you understand his like come up, be an alcoholic. He was wrestling high out of coke, weed, all this. He went to rehab, relapsed a few times, but that's normal. But he was putting other people's health in danger, and he could have killed a scripted sport, but it hurts, and he could have broken someone's neck. He could have broken the ribs or something. If that was happening with Charlie, I would be like, okay, don't have this. Like, we can't have this. Kick him off Stranger Things and that. And I don't see what if he like got into like a car accident and it was his fault, and he like made a huge collision of his fault because he won't concentrate because he was drinking under the other. I'll be like, yeah, get him off. But he's not doing that. He's in his own and then leaving, and that's no one can fault that. Nobody can like say, you know what I mean? Like it's not very. Like, if we were gonna, because if you tell him to stop doing something, it's gonna make him want to do it even more, and then it's gonna get to the point where he's gonna ruin his career, and that's.
To be honest, I think when him taking drugs was like him getting caught taking drugs was kind of in the public. I think that people was caring too much and bashing him too much for it. I know that kind of if the guy is going to kind of sound gay, but you know what I mean. I feel like people is bashing him too much for it. I'd imagine his fans are caring and they're bashing him too much for it. And I think that's where a lot of the stuff is coming from.
But it's the news, isn't it? Like a lot of news articles and a lot of news websites make it seem bigger than it really is. Look at all this COVID stuff. A few weeks ago, 9 people died from COVID in London. People died from getting run over by a bus than they did COVID, but that's the thing that no one's talking about. COVID is, and I don't mean to bring that up, but news articles and news reporters completely overdo the story, like saying, "Oh, he got caught with like 2 ounces of weed," and it's actually like half an ounce. You know what I mean? Like they so much that you like that I don't really trust them. And like, if he says like, "Oh yeah, I did do it," but okay, you did do it, it's fine. But I don't tell him off if it didn't really if it wasn't as big as they're making out to be. If you know what I mean.
It's just like you said, like the news. It's like right. YouTube, for example, does a lot of clickbait, like clickbait titles, clickbait thumbnails, and shit like that. Realistically, with news articles, it's practically the same thing, except it's not clicking. It's like, I don't know, read bait or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. They'll put the fucking Charlie Houston thing.
You click on it to.
You what?
You carry on.
Okay.
I'm saying that it's what it's called. Anything that you like gets to click is clickbait.
Well, Charlie, they put something like fucking he's got caught 5 ounces of weed or some shit when it, like you said, when it's actually half a fucking ounce. They are more caring about their own viewers, and they're putting realistically person's life at risk by fucking just caring about viewers on their news article.
It's wrong for them to do that. Like it's ridiculous how many people like hate on for fake news and like fake articles coming up saying this guy did that. It's all he, she. It's all he said. It's sick because it shouldn't have to be that way. If Charlie Heaton wants to take drugs, if he wants to ruin his life, let him ruin his life. That's not our problem. If this person wants to do that, like anyway, Charlie Heaton wants to completely ruin his life, let him do it. And if Charlie Sheen, for example, wants to, because of what he was doing back when and got kicked out with 2.5 Men, let him do that. It's not our problem. And yeah, Charlie Sheen was ruining people's life, was really bad and really needed therapy and wasn't taking therapy. I get why they had to kick him out of the show. With Charlie Heaton, he's not doing nothing bad, and I can genuinely see his character. But you know how I mean, like his character from Stranger Things dying, all because of it, all because of him, all because it's like a fuss out or something that doesn't need to make a big fuss out of, and it's wrong for them to do that.
I don't think he's really necessarily ruining his life, unless he's doing like stuff like cocaine, heroin, and shit like that heavily. Then he would be ruining his life. But it's not up to us to change what he thinks. It's up to his family and shit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't need whatever he's taking. Let him take it. He's ruining his life. We don't need to worry about that. And as soon as if he, God forbid, like, oh well, why do you not tell anyone? It's clearly like this is what happens. Like somebody get hate to them. They're all like so much for, oh, wish we could help. It's like, you were the one who did it. You were the one who was pushing him to this edge.
You good?
Yeah, I am.
Go get your knee. Go get your Negan. Go get your Negan bat and smash something.
Fucking bastard. Fucking dickhead. I'm alright now. I apologise for that. But yeah, you know what I mean though? Like, it's wrong for people to make the tower sword off their demons. They're not worrying about their own demons. It's like, why are you focusing on his life? Focus on your own instead of being a network phone writing comments. Oh, this film shit because of this. On this. Like, no! Shut up! When no one asks for your opinion, only you care about your opinion.
I think you need the Negan back again.
It's just hot. It's just heat. No, it's just heat. It's like driving me crazy, mate. I tell you.
No, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. 1 second.
Okay.
And I'm keeping this in.
Oh, look at that. Oh, fucking!
I didn't show it. I did it.
Mate, I tell you, this.
I did it faster. They didn't see. Don't worry. So
no, but like somebody could.
What?
Yeah,
you want to see?
Someone could edit. Something could be. Are you actually fucking shoving that Pokemon, mate? What's calm down? No, but you know what I mean. Like, this is like. Fucking mate, I will give you beef. Where's have a go? Come round and fucking show beef. Okay, I'll forgive you. Yeah, I'll forgive you.
But yeah, is that? I think that might be it for now. It's like 34 minutes into this podcast episode. Unless you want to talk about more things, or
I'm trying to think of things I want to talk about that like really get on my nerves. Number 1, Leo Rush. Unblock me from Instagram. You're a dickhead.
Who's that?
But the wrestler, you don't know him, but unblock me from Instagram because you're a dickhead and you unblock me and I don't like it. I miss your live stream. Me.
Who blocked you? A wrestler.
This guy called Leo. This wrestler.
The fuck did you do?
I was on a live with him and I like offended.
Anyway.
Or something like that.
Yeah, I guess that'll be it.
Yeah.
I guess that'll be it for the live stream then.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Smash a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, turn post notifications on for more. Make sure you subscribe to Babos Games.
Follow. No, we don't do Babos Games anymore. Go to Twitch TV / the Fiend and the Viper, all one word, all not caps locks. Come subscribe. We live stream.
So you and Shannon are going to be live streaming together.
Yesterday it was fun.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you could have fucking told me. I would have watched.
Wait, do you not follow my Instagram?
You what? I don't hardly go on Instagram.
Do you not follow my Snapchat?
No.
We're friends on Snapchat.
Yours never comes up for me.
I put Snapchat.
It never comes up for me.
I'm live on Twitch, twitch.tv. Oh, well, fuck off then. I'll let you know next time.
Let me have a look now. 1 sec.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably long gone. If it's like a 24-hour one, it's probably fucking
oh my gone. Fucking god, that's why then!
Yeah,
I only look at bloody...
No, but I streamed like yesterday.
I only really look at people's stories at night, to be honest.
Yeah, come on.
But yeah.
Alright, that's fine then. But yeah, come what if Watch Feeding the Viper, all one word, no catfish.
And by the way,
Right,
soon.
I've done my plugs. I don't care.
Soon. Hey, wait. Soon, there'll be a little thing here in September. There'll be a thing here. There'll be a tattoo.
You're getting your tattoo?
On the 2nd of September, yeah.
Ah, that's cool. Alright, I don't care no more.
Anyway,
I'll pull my shit.
I'ma go. See you in the next one.